This is Mike, 52, Columbus, Ohio. He works in logistics, same company for 24 years. He still drives the same Silverado he bought in 2012. His daughter just started her second year at Ohio State, and he has $25,000 in his 401k. Every financial video he watches starts with someone who already has $500,000. Mike opens it, watches 2 minutes, closes it, because it doesn't feel like it's for him. So today we're running the math for Mike. Straight from IRS.gov and SSA.gov. The exact 13-year plan, real numbers only. First thing, Mike is not unusual. Vanguard puts out a report every year called How America Saves. 2024 edition. The median 401k balance for workers between 55 and 64 is $87,571. Half of those workers have less than that. And that's only the people who already have a 401k at work. Millions have nothing. Mike isn't an outlier. He's just in the group that most financial videos pretend doesn't exist. Here's what we're doing today. We start with the actual gap and why that benchmark number isn't the whole story. Then the tools the law already gives Mike. A couple of them most people in his position have never heard of. And then 2 complete scenarios. Retire at 65 or push to 67. Every number laid out. Quick disclaimer, this channel is for educational purposes only. Nothing here is financial advice. Always talk to a licensed financial advisor before making any decisions. All right, let's go. Fidelity puts out retirement benchmarks every year. By age 50, they say you should have 6 times your annual salary saved. Mike makes $60,000. 6 times that is $360,000. Mike has $25,000. Look, that gap is real. We're not going to pretend otherwise. But here's the thing. Fidelity built that benchmark for someone who's been contributing steadily since their mid-20s. That's not Mike. And honestly, it's probably not you either. So we're setting the benchmark aside. Not because it doesn't matter, but because it doesn't tell us what Mike can actually build from where he is right now. What does tell us that? The levers, let's go through them. This is the most important part of the video, I mean that. Most people in Mike's situation have heard of catch-up contributions, but they've never actually looked at what the numbers are, or what changed recently. I'm on IRS.gov right now, the official catch-up contributions page. 2026 limits, straight from the source. Under 50, up to $24,500 a year into your 401k. 50 or older, the IRS lets you add what they call a catch-up contribution. An extra $8,000 on top. New ceiling, $32,500 a year. Mike is 52. He can already put in $32,500 a year. He probably didn't know that. Most people don't. And no, this isn't one of those just max your accounts videos. $32,500 on a $60,000 salary isn't realistic for most people. We're saying the ceiling is there, and every extra dollar toward it moves the math in Mike's favor. But there's more. The Secure 2.0 Act, Congress passed it, full text on congress.gov, added something extra for a specific window. Ages 60 to 63. The catch-up limit jumps to $11,250. Total you can contribute, $35,750 a year. Federal law, written for exactly this situation. For the scenarios we're running, 15% of gross income plus a 3% employer match. That's $10,800 a year. Not the maximum, but real. That's where the math starts. Mike was born in 1974. The SSA sets his full retirement age at 67. That's when he gets his full Social Security benefit. No cuts, no penalties. When you claim changes everything. I'm on SSA.gov right now. 3 claiming ages. Because this is where most people make a decision they can't take back. Claim at 62, money starts right away. But the SSA permanently cuts his benefit by 30%. Every dollar he would have gotten at 67, he's getting 70 cents for life. Claim at 67, full benefit, no cuts. Claim at 70. The SSA adds 8% per year for every year past 67. 3 years. That's 24% on top of his full benefit. Every month for life. For someone with Mike's earnings history, the full benefit at 67 is roughly $1,900 to $2,100 a month. But that's a general estimate. Your number will be different. Here's how to find yours. Go to SSA.gov. Log into your My Social Security account. 5 minutes. It's free. Download your Social Security statement. Open to page 2. That page shows your projected benefit at 62, 67, and 70 based on your actual earnings history. Not an estimate. Your number. That's the only figure that matters for this plan. In a minute, both complete scenarios for Mike. Every number added up. And honestly, this is where the numbers finally start helping Mike instead of hurting him. Because the difference between retiring at 65 and retiring at 67 isn't just 2 years. It's nearly $500 a month, every month, for life. Now let's see what those 2 extra years actually do to the math. This is the most underrated part of the whole plan. 2 extra years, 65 to 67. 3 things happen at the same time. The portfolio keeps growing instead of being drawn down. 2 more years of compounding. Contributions keep coming in. 2 more years of $10,800 into the 401k. And Mike hits his full retirement age. Full Social Security, no permanent reduction. 3 things working simultaneously. That's what makes those 2 years worth more than they look. Same starting point for both. $25,000 already saved. $10,800 a year going in. 7% average annual return. Scenario A, Mike retires at 65. 13 years of growth and contributions. Portfolio lands at around $277,000. Using the 4% withdrawal rule, call it around $900 a month coming out of the portfolio. Social Security at 65. Mike is 2 years before his full retirement age. The SSA applies a permanent reduction. The exact formula is on screen. Bottom line, he'd get around $1,730 a month instead of his full benefit. Scenario A total, call it around $2,600 a month. Is that livable? In Columbus, Ohio, or suburban Texas? Yes, with budgeting. And there's one thing that makes this number more workable than it looks. At 65, Mike qualifies for Medicare. His health insurance costs drop drastically compared to what he'd be paying out of pocket if he'd retired at 62. That alone changes the math on what $2,600 a month can actually cover. It's not an easy retirement, but Mike could make it work. Scenario B, Mike works until 67. 2 more years. Portfolio at 67, around $340,000. 4% withdrawal, looking you could call it around $1,100 a month from the portfolio. Social Security at 67, full retirement age, no cut. Roughly $2,000 a month. Scenario B total, call it around $3,100 a month. The difference, about $500 a month, every month, for the rest of Mike's life. 2 extra years, $500 more every single month, permanently. So, can Mike retire? Honest answer, it depends what retire means to him. If the goal is keeping the exact same lifestyle on $60,000 gross, probably not. Not fully. If the goal is a real retirement, mortgage done, no debt, time for his daughter once she's out of school, the math says it's possible. Not easy. Possible. 3 things Mike can do starting tomorrow. Push the 401k contribution higher. Even $200 more a month. Over 13 years that compounds into something real. Go to SSA.gov, download the statement, page 2. That number is Mike's actual baseline. Not an average, not a projection. His. Run the numbers in a projection tool. Don't try to do this by hand. There's a free one in the description. The gap is real. So are the tools to close it. And they're already written into federal law. I put a free retirement calculator in the description. It connects to your accounts and shows you a projection based on your actual numbers, not averages. Use it if you want to see where you stand. One email a week, the numbers from that week's video, free, link in the description. Next video, Social Security is projected to run short in the early 2030s. What that actually means for your retirement check, and what you can do right now.